This is Susan McMullen with the Social Sisterhood. I hope people, the best laid. I said yesterday I was going to be here at 8:30, and I have an exterminator coming today who comes quarterly. And he was supposed to be here at 8, and of course he just showed up. And it was kind of funny because I couldn't get a connection, first time ever. So anyway, I am glad to be here this morning. And I hope you are. Hey, Catherine, how are you? Yesterday I said I was going to commit to every morning at 8:30 from now through April, and then we'll see where it goes. Really, I just wanted to have a cup of coffee. Got some different things in your life or business. Primary goal is to inspire and lift others to really follow their passions, follow their dreams, go for it. And that's one of the things I struggle with too, is trying to move forward and getting to that point where you're like, I can't move there. So this morning, I kind of want to talk about finding community to help support you. So my biggest question to you is, do you ever feel like you're kind of out there on an island by yourself? I don't know. If you do, you can welcome to type it into the box below and things that you've done. But I have felt that way. I have felt that way in doing business, especially the past 7 or 8 years. Many of you know I used to work in a hospital. I'm a nurse, and I worked there for 26 years. So I was on, for the most part, I was on an IV team. And it was a small group of people. And the average number of years there was, I think it was around 22. We figured it out one time. So obviously, they didn't go anywhere, and we were like a family. So whether you liked really what you did or not, you had a family there that supported you, and they knew what you were going through. If you had a good day, a bad day, you could celebrate with them, you could complain to them. They got you. And that was such an awesome community, and I absolutely love that with working in the hospital. So about 7 or 8 years ago, I left the hospital and knew I wanted to help people in a different way. We jumped into actually speaking and presenting, which was a very cool space to be. I love to present and speak. And then somehow I got into business. I'm self-employed. I work from home. And sometimes finding that community, and I've never really realized this so much because I've always had a really full house, but this past year, I had 2 kids get married, one went off to college, and suddenly I don't even have, my daughter is here too, helping and working some out of my house, but I don't have tons of people around, and I don't have tons of people to call necessarily, and so it's a very interesting space to be in. And I used to have a podcast, it was called The Better You Project. A friend of mine and I did that for about 3 years, and we talked to entrepreneurs, and we talked about their journey from what got them, what they did before and what they did now and how they got there and things like that. But one of our questions that we asked them a lot was, where have you found support? Interestingly enough, so many of them would say it wasn't in the place that I thought it would be. So it's not really sometimes with your friends and family. And when you choose to do something and you're all excited about it, and you go and tell your friends and family who you think would probably be the ones that would support you, oftentimes they go, oh no, not again, or oh no, you're not changing to that, or oh my gosh, what are you going to do? I mean, oh my gosh, and they are the ones that are the naysayers and the ones that you would think you get support and you don't really get support. And so it's hard to build a community around that. What we discovered really was not that they don't support you, but that they are afraid for you. And a lot of times when people will be a naysayer, it's not because of you. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the fact of their own fears and their own beliefs about whether they can or they can't do something. And because they themselves are afraid, they don't want you to fail. So they kind of put those barriers up there a lot of times. But the whole point of the matter is A, finding support, and B, finding that support, and then the other part of that is finding the community to spend time with. So whether you network or whether you have a group of friends or a mastermind, I know we need that. We need that support, and we as human beings need to be around other people. So finding support, people that will support you, and finding a community to share your celebrations with, to share your disappointments with, to encourage you and kick you in the fanny when you need to talk about this morning, and to tell you that when you're thinking you can't do something, you can. And when you have a community, boost you and encourage you along the way. So that is so very important. And Catherine, have you found the same thing to be true, that that's really an important thing to have? I think that Jesse, I know you have. It's just a whole interesting concept, and sometimes we think we can do it by ourselves, but we can't. We need others to do it with us. So I hope that today you'll reach out and think about building community, think about networking, think about other groups you can be a part of. That is the primary reason why I started the Social Sisterhood. And again, you can find out information about that, and we have a free event coming up tomorrow evening here in East Cobb, and it's just find that community, find it, share it, be a part of it. Grab hold of those people that are your biggest cheerleaders. So I hope that makes you think today a little bit, and something that you move forward to do. So have an awesome day. I will see you tomorrow morning again at 8:30, and there won't be an exterminator coming to my house and nobody to hold me up a little bit. So see you in the morning at 8:30. Talk to you soon. Hey Angela, how are you? I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye now.